Hi, my journaling friends. Welcome to Seaweed Kisses. I'm so happy to finally be uploading videos. A lot has been going on, but I will catch you up during this DIY. So get your coffee, water, tea, whatever you like, because in this tutorial, I'm going to show you how I customize these little pocket notebooks. Okay. Yes, these are my favorite go-to. A lot of you guys have been messaging me asking like, what notebooks, what system have I been using? And you know, I really haven't been active on social media just because I've been living life, taking other interests. But again, I'll catch you up on this tutorial. But another little secret, I guess, is I've been really liking cheapy notebooks. Cheapy little dollar spiral notebooks. Why? Because I can burn through them, write through them without feeling guilty. I can use up the pages on like mindless things without feeling like I have to preserve or save the notebooks because they were so precious or so expensive. So yeah, these are my little secret favorites. I already have a couple that I finished within the last year, but to show you, it's really just an everyday carry. So that's what I like using these for, to write, you know, grocery lists, errands, things like that. To-dos, reminders. It's kind of like my everyday carry brain dump. So I don't really like the covers, but you know, as crafters, we love to customize and make things unique and make it ours. One key tip on getting in the habit of journaling and enjoying the process is to reach for a notebook that you love looking at or that you love seeing. Not only is the feel and texture and paper quality is important, but also the weight. So if the notebook is too heavy, where you're not going to find yourself carrying around, then you're less likely to reach for or be motivated to write on it when you're like on the go, right? So this is very, very light. I got this. This brand is Jot. This is at, for my US based friends, these you can find at the Dollar Tree. I think Dollar Tree. I think if they weren't $1, I think they were like 89 cents. Okay, so let's go ahead and start the tutorial, guys. This is where you might want to get your coffee, tea, water, because this part I will do a little update video for my subscribers, my long-term subscribers, catch you up on what I've been enjoying stationery-wise, what 2022 may be looking like, and just what, you know, what I've been up to these last 16 months. So first thing with the tutorial. Okay, we are going to design this cover. So we're going to customize this notebook so it can be ours. It can be unique. It can stand out. I mean, while these florals are pretty, I'm not really feeling the flowers, okay? I'm definitely, I mean, I love the cactus on here and the little tacos, yum, but it's a little juvenile for my taste. So this is an easy step you can do. Go on the internet. Go Google some images that you love, you know, if you are interested in travel or flowers or puppies. This is where your imagination can run loose. These I got from the Travelers Company website. I love the earth tones. We're going to go ahead and clip this out. I could have done this ahead of time, but again, I wanted to do this tutorial with you. So if you love Chatty craft videos, you're in luck. If not, you can just skip ahead and see the end result. But basically, well, you're gonna miss some of the key details that I use. So you might wanna stick around too. Yeah, so what have you been up to? Oh, it's been a long time. I know the world has been crazy with everything that's been going on. I'm gonna save this and recycle it, but you know, everything, a lot of you have been messaging me, asking if everything was okay. I've been a little quiet on the other end. So thank you so much for your warm thoughts and concerns and just following up. I love you guys so much. I love this community. You know what's interesting with everything that went down, like in the last, 16, 17 months? Well, ever since 2020, let's just say since 2020. It's amazing how us as humans can adapt and change. And I've definitely changed. My interests have shifted. My perspective is different. My outlook. And what's important in life is different as well. So I disconnected from social media. Well, I still love YouTube, but more like Instagram. I just never really went on Instagram, and you know, TikTok was all the craze. So I definitely went down that rabbit hole for a little bit, just watching other creators. But I wanted to start, you know, prepping my life for events that occurred, you know, recently. So being a little bit more serious about what I have in my home, what's really, really important, you know, at the end of the day, do my 60,000, not 60,000, you know, like tens of thousands of notebooks and expensive covers going to help me if things were to go wrong? Or should I be prioritizing, you know, like, I don't know, food, rice, toilet paper, right? So while I did enjoy my stationery goods, secret be told, it just wasn't making me happy. I actually felt overwhelmed. Okay, this is the next step in the DIY. Get some glue. You can use glue, or if you don't have glue, what you can do with your images, you can just tape it. But what I'm going to do, because the spiral bound is in the way, okay, I'm going to use my finger, and I'm going to kind of see where it chops off there. Okay. So, yeah, I just did not find pleasure in the things that I had accumulated. And I think that was another reason why I wasn't posting a lot, because I just didn't feel like sharing consumerism was very important, especially the height of what was going on in the world. While it was a good distraction for some, for me, I just didn't feel like sharing any hauls. I didn't even really go shopping. I mean, everything was closed, but I just lack of motivation. So that's where I turned to like these notebooks. Okay, so you're gonna go ahead and glue the back. You guys, I'm so excited to catch up with you. Can you tell? I'm like excited, talking fast, skipping around. Okay, what I'm doing here, I'm using a paintbrush. I have like a little bit of water, but I'm going to spread out this glue. You can use any craft glue. I'm just using this Elmer's, what is this? Elmer's clear transparent glue. And by the way, if you have a water bottle and you want to recycle, cut it in half and you can use it, the bottom part, as a little water, a paintbrush. What's it called? A paintbrush? Or it could be a paintbrush holder, but like a water bowl. Okay, so I think what I'm going to do, I want this. Oh, you know what I should have done? Let me grab. Should have prepared this a little bit better. I was just so excited to jump on here, you guys, to catch up. Okay, so I'm going to use this platform so that way it doesn't glue onto the other page. But yeah, so that's why I haven't posted, because I just didn't feel like sharing like shopping hauls, because I wasn't shopping. And I think we can all relate when I say that we've all felt a shift in times. So yeah, I've just been busy with getting a better understanding of what's important in my life, for me, for my mental, physical and spiritual health. And then also, can you believe it, in this market, I have been in the process of buying a house. So that's been a little interesting, nerve-wracking. So that's pretty much everything in a nutshell. I've been taking on different interests. I love cooking now. I love, just prepping around the house. I love gardening. I am looking for a house with nice property so I can garden. I'm into house plants. You guys, I don't want to say I'm a homebody, but I just love doing things around the house. Okay, so for the images, you could see this particular one didn't cover it. So depending on what you use, you can just find something that will just cover this whole part here. So I have a little bit of covers showing. I'm trying to think. By the way, I'm going to link the exact page to this. So if you're interested in this as well and you would like to create this for yourself using these exact images and printing them out, I'll link that down below for you. So I don't really do DIY or like journals or crafts with me because it takes me a while to think of my layout, and I kind of feel like it's just like dead air, you know, just me thinking. But I think what I'm gonna do, if I leave that here, I'm gonna have this. If I put this on the bottom, I could, okay, this is what, because I want to use this on the back of the cover. So what, oh, you know what? Where did this other half go? So a couple videos that I have coming up, I am going to do an updated what's in my bag. A lot of you guys were curious to know what I've been using, so I will be doing that. I will be showing you my 2022 lineup and just explaining, you know, the different systems, why I chose them and what I'll be using them for. For journaling this past year, for a lot of you, it's probably no surprise, but I have been enjoying my Moleskine Expanded. Where is it? I do have it somewhere around, it's on my desk on the other end. But yeah, I'm still using my Moleskine Expanded, or just Moleskines in general. What else? Oh, okay, so speaking of these spiral notebooks, I've been loving these so much that, let me show you right here, this whole stack. Okay, again, for $1, you can't beat it. But at my Dollar Tree, okay, you see, this is a particular brand that it carries where I live, Jot. I really go for this because they have different, you know, unique sizes. This is a 9.5 by 6, but you could see, I don't know if you could tell right here, I have like stuff written in here. This was like my project notebook, so I have a lot of ideas and thoughts for work. And this is pretty much full, but again, you guys, $1 can't beat it. But I really like this size because it reminded me almost of a Moleskine, just a tad taller. So I stocked up because everything that I like, it always disappears and you never know. So I think I started, this is my gardening notebook. I have to really mark these, but I started like putting notes about gardening and the season to start stuff and blah, blah, blah. So the green is my gardening. I have 2 extra as my backup because I love this particular size. And then I have this one. This one's actually full too. I use for my work. I have all these pages like filled up. So I should label these because they all look the same. But I keep these on here, or I kept these on here just in case I forgot like what brand this was and if I really, really liked it, because I don't think it had the brand on the back. So I just kept this on here. So I remember, oh yeah, that was from the Dollar Tree. So yes, I liked this size as well. This was really comfortable to use. And then at my local Dollar Tree, the Jot brand, it makes composition notebooks. So again, you guys, I think $1. The paper quality isn't the best, but for more bound books, I was gonna turn this into, I think I was gonna turn this into like a recipe book, something like that. But I have so much that I need to catch up on with my projects. I have been doing other things around the house. Again, like I said, just getting, I'm a plant mama, trying to grow my fig trees, some peppers, tomatoes. I help my mother-in-law with her garden. So it's been really fun. Okay, this is another size too. Or is it the same size? Okay, it's the same size, but different cover. But you guys see, like, you can use spiral notebooks, okay? This is a really good quality. Top Flight, I did not see this at my Dollar Tree, but this was the paper quality for a spiral notebook. It's a lot, not a lot, but it's like double the thickness of the other one. So I could tell this is a lot more sturdier, it's sturdier. The Top Flight, they make this pocket size too, but I didn't see any. So this is really, really sturdy. This is not $1. I think this was like maybe $2.99. But okay, you guys can see I've been really enjoying just little cheapy spiral notebooks. Why? Because there is no intimidation. I know it's only $1. So if I mess up, if I if I don't like, actually, no, I do like everything that I write, but the spiral is nice too because you can rip out pages without ruining the spine like of bound notebooks. So that's another benefit. If some of you guys are kind of like, ooh, I don't know if I like the spiral bound, it's nice because you can just rip out pages. So if you change your mind and something doesn't need to stay, you can just take it out. So now that we kind of got this cover going on, I know it doesn't look all that great right now, but we're getting there, we're getting there. We're gonna use a little bit of this right here. I'm gonna put "Have a good day" on the front here. So comment down below, let me know what you have been using in terms of notebooks or systems or covers. Maybe if you're not into like journaling, maybe like your planners, just any type of writing system. What has been your go-to thing? I want to know, I'm curious. Traveler's notebooks, I haven't been using those this year because, well, nowhere to travel, don't have really any motivation. And while it's fun to look at and, you know, dream, yeah, just not have been using it. Okay, so I think I'm going to go ahead and glue that there. See, this is a fun part with the DIYing. You can kind of get an eyeball for how you want things to go. For my stationery stash, I should say, I have so much built up. I've been slowly using them up in my journalings and doing like mail swaps with other friends, like snail mail swaps. So that's been very fun. I just, it's weird because I don't want to say I lost the interest, but because I've been so busy just living life, I really just needed something that was just convenient and on the go, hence these pocket notebooks. I can just jot down a journal entry, I can just jot down my errands, and because they're little cheapy notebooks, I'm not afraid of, you know, getting it wet, getting it dirty, getting food on it or anything splattered. Whereas some of the more expensive covers and systems that I have, even traveler's notebooks or even just like real leather, right? You want to cherish it. You want to make sure that it doesn't get ruined. And I found that now that I work from home, not needing to go in the office, I didn't really care to use my leather notebooks. Not like anyone was going to see them. So it didn't have to look professional. It didn't have to look fancy. I didn't have to keep up like this professional image at work because I was here at home. So another reason why I just love these notebooks. The moleskin notebooks are really nice. I mean, okay, I shouldn't say they're really nice. The paper quality is a little, especially for you fountain pen users, but the size, I love the cream color. I love the soft cover. I love the elastic band. There's just something about the moleskin notebooks that just feels comfortable to me. Feels kind of like at home, right? The way I see it is like, think about people that love Starbucks. Others could beg to differ to say that it's a good coffee. I don't like Starbucks, but some people, it feels like home, you know, like that's their go-to, that's their comfort drink, while others are like, there's better out there. But, or like fast food, right? You know, like, hey, I love this fast food place over others. It's just kind of like your go-to thing when you're like, you're hungry, you know, like I'm going to go here. So I feel like with moleskin, yes, I know it's not like the best notebook, but it's just kind of like my comfort thing. It kind of gets the writing juices flowing. So now that we have this front cover finished, we are going, well, okay, it's not completely finished. We're going to go ahead and just do the back while I'm still brainstorming what I'm going to put here. But I really like how, you see, okay, except for this edge here, it's just like transformed. I'm going to cover this part in the back. I think what I'm going to do, I want to cover all of this, maybe use that. The coffee, maybe you can probably clip one of these right here. Okay. Another thing that I've really been enjoying in the recent times, I should say, I almost said months, but it's been like the last year and a half. I'm just so thankful for people on YouTube, for creators out there that just put content out for educational purposes. I've been quite the chef. You know, I think my husband's just so grateful. Like now I love cooking. I tried so many new recipes. What are some new things that you've tried that you never thought you were going to do? Comment down below and let me know. I know some friends that took up crocheting. Others, they really got into, you know, fitness, working out, TikTok too. I can't do TikTok because once I'm on there, it kind of gets me down that hole, and like next thing you know, 3 hours have gone. Okay, I think I'm going to use this here. So I'm going to try to pump out like 2 to 3 more videos, maybe by the end of this year. Again, I do have some stationery hauls now towards the end of the year that I did get that I really, really like. And one of them, let me see, one of them is right here. It is this, I got this, was this in Seattle recently? Yeah, this 4-in-1 Uni Jet Stream. I really like this pen. It's kind of has like a solid weight to it. It's slightly heavier than your like regular Jet Stream pen. This is the Hobonichi brand, but I like the yellow. How many colors are there? 4. I like the yellow because, oh no, there's 5. That's a pencil. Red, green, blue, black, and the pencil. The yellow stands out in my handbag so I can see it. It's easier to spot. So I still enjoy using my pens. Let's go ahead and glue this other end. I know this is a little chatty one, so again, for those that enjoy these type of videos, I hope this is entertaining. Maybe we're crafting along. If you have your journal or crafts with you. So a few of you have reached out to asking why I no longer do my Patreon. Some of you were in a position to sign up. But again, I've just been out living life, and I felt bad because I didn't have a consistent schedule. I didn't know when my next upload was going to be. And I like to create when I get that burst of creativity energy. So rather than being like on a fixed schedule, I feel like my creative flow works better when it's spontaneous, like this video, very spontaneous. As you can see, before I started decorating this cover, I was thinking like, oh, I should probably show a tutorial on how I do this. And a lot of you guys throughout the years have requested more of a, journal with me. But my journal writings are kind of personal, and I always felt like you would not want to see the crazy things that I write about. Okay, so let's go to the edge. I don't want to cut off any of the stuff, so I might go like this. Let's see. And it's interesting too with social media, or specifically like Instagram. I used to love going on there, but I found, just social media in general. It doesn't only have to be Instagram. Again, it could be like TikTok. YouTube's an exception because I can multitask. I can cook, clean, listen to the videos while a video is playing. But, with the other platforms, you have to be engaged. You have to look, you have to scroll, you have to like. And the algorithm, I don't know. It's just, it would push things that, I don't know. Like one day it would be on point, and then the next day it's just like, this is so irrelevant. And I don't like I haven't liked the algorithm ever since Instagram updated it, where it goes by like most popular post instead of in chronological order. So I would see posts from like 2 days ago, but I would want to see people's posts that they posted like that day. So that was another demotivating thing about social media in general. I feel like, I could be wrong, but I feel like Instagram is kind of withering away. It doesn't feel the same, and it's harder to find things under hashtags, and the search engine, I don't know, it's just weird. Do you guys feel that way too? I feel like it's just a little weird. Okay, so I think I am almost done here now that I got these images. Have a good day. I'm gonna put and a good notebook here in the front, so this covers it. And then good music, good coffee. I'm gonna split this up. And that is going to be pretty much what it looks like. And giving you guys a catch up on what I've been up to. Has anyone else been in the housing market? Have you guys been looking for a house? You know, for a long time, the goal for me was to just travel, live overseas. But with everything that happened, I realized, oh, you know what? I don't have like a home base. So I should probably start working on that. So that was another goal. I wanted to get some property, start my own garden, and just have my own yard. I would have, you know, when you're locked up for so long without seeing the sun or the fresh air, it can make you go a little crazy. So that was another thing that made me see the importance of having like nature around you. If you live near nature, then that's nice. But where I was at, I didn't have like parks or anything or a lot of greenery to look forward to. And sometimes I just didn't want to deal with the public. So if you have your own space, then you're good to go. Okay, so now have a good day and a good notebook. What about travel plans? Do you have any hopes of traveling somewhere next year? Let me know down below. We might be going to the same places. My goal is to always go to Japan. I feel like I've been saying that forever. It's always on my vision board along with other trips, and it doesn't happen, but I still get to go. I still find myself traveling to other places that I enjoy. So I'm hoping next year I can do some international travel. I think the US just opened for international visitors, so that's exciting. Okay, so now, okay, so this is it. What is this, like 20 minutes later? You see how we just transformed this notebook into something that we enjoy using. What we're gonna do now, just fold this down. I wanna make sure that it's sealed, and of course that the pages don't lift. So you could either use glue. I usually have, is it not Mod Podge? Yeah, Mod Podge. I don't have any at the moment. I could probably use Elmer's glue. Let me just decorate this a little bit. Kind of put my own little twist. Or I could use tape to cover it too. I think I might use tape. Cover this little bit of the white, and then on the back I think after this video, probably in my what's in my bag, you'll see like a final completion of this, because I'm still going to add like my inside features too. I'm going to add like a pocket in here because this video is already long. Don't want to hold up your time or your attention. Oh, okay, that looks pretty good. So we got that done. Got this done a little bit. we can add maybe like a little stamp. Another trick you can do if you don't have ink, but you have paint. Let me find. I shared this on my Instagram and in my last video. Just get some paint. It could be acrylic. Watercolor is easier for me to clean because I can be a little lazy at times. And this is a great way to have a variety. So instead of buying like all these different ink colors, all you have to do is just paint your ink or your stamp pad the color that you want. I want this a little darker. And then you have your own little DIY ink. This might be a little faint, but that's okay. So I'm gonna, oh wow, look, that looks good. Let that dry. And then what I'm going to do now, since this is a live tutorial, oh, I should do the back too. Kind of, or maybe I should use a different stamp. What's on the back? You know, I think what I'm going to do, I want to use a sticker like this yellow. I'm going to use a little bit of this flower. Okay, so I'll let that dry before I seal the cover. I'm still thinking right now at this moment if I should use glue or if I should tape it. If I seal it with glue, it still will be protected and it won't lift, but I don't want now that ink to spread, so I'm probably gonna have to tape it. Okay, so we'll add this little flower on the back. Oh, nice little detail. Maybe I'll add this yellow or this red one too. This might be the one and only journal with me or craft with me video that I'll be doing because I typically like to do these in solitude, maybe watching videos or sipping on my coffee, which I have right here, because I can kind of ramble on. Should we do it like this or should we do it like this? Because then it's going to cover the coffee. It's okay. We'll just cover it like this. It's still a little transparent. Okay, so now you can see it's customized, and when we open this up, so we went from something a little quirky to something fully stylish to your needs. Okay, so I have packing tape. I'll do this off camera, but you can just get some packing tape and seal it like that. Or if you have some type of like Mod Podge or craft glue, you can just paint all over it. Now another DIY thing I'm going to do, because there's no, elastic here. Oh, I'm going to decorate the inside too, but I'll do that off camera. I'm probably going to decorate the inside. I'm going to add a sticker pocket. Probably do that as well, like right here. But because I want it to close, I have some elastic. I'm going to put some elastic here. And then that way I can, wait, how does this go? I did this last time. Oops. Yeah, so that way I can close it up. Okay, let's try this again. There we go. Put it towards the spine. Oh, I didn't reverse, but either way, you get the idea. So it closes like that. And it won't interfere with this notebook. Still opens up. I do like the spiral too, because if I want to write on the side, it doesn't get in the way. I can close it because I do like the Filofax pocket notebook. Oh my gosh, this little chunky thing is so cute. I got this from Rach. Thank you so much. She was so kind to send this to me like years ago. So it is well loved and worn in, but I think the ring size are pretty much the same as this spiral. I mean, oh my gosh, you guys, I kind of did a little comparison and it looks pretty similar. But again, the nice thing is as this bulks up, it won't get stuck. I noticed as this was bulking up, it's a little harder to like turn the pages, and the weight of it kind of adds up. It's not too heavy, but it can add up. But I do like my little Filofax pocket molding. Some of you guys may remember I did a pocket flip through. I think I was using a Gilio at the time, but I mean, you can use any pocket notebook. So I've saved some of my favorite, you know, inserts and whatnot. So that is that. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this long video to catch you guys up on what's been going on. I'll try to do, not try, I am going to be doing a what's in my bag video, so you will see this little baby featured in here. And again, find a notebook that you love using for the right, you know, size, price point, the feel of it. And this feel is just perfect. It's just so convenient to just flip right on the go at the doctor's office, not so intrusive. And, you know, being that it's a little bit wider than, let's just say, like a field notes, I can just write a lot more. So, and you can even put your little pen in here, which I typically do. I just use like a ballpoint. I've been loving ballpoints. That's my favorite. Click ballpoint pens. Again, don't have to worry about being intimidated by them. And that is that, you guys. This was that tutorial. Oh, see, it smeared a little bit, but it looks good. This is the tutorial that I wanted to show you and just kind of catch you up on what I've been up to. Hope you've been well. Stay tuned for more videos. Make sure you're subscribed so that way you get notified. And I will see you in the next one. Bye.